Hello students, myself Rohini Anthre, Sri Neminath Jain Secondary and Higher Secondary School, Chandwad. In our today's video, we will learn about our next chapter, chapter number 5, Morphology of Flowering Plants. In this chapter, number of topics, they are deleted due to the COVID-19, but few topics are remain such as flower, inflorescence and study of family Solanaceae. We will start with flower. Look at the diagram. What is flower? Flower is defined as highly modified shoot meant for the sexual reproduction in plants. Flower is a highly modified shoot which is mainly made for the sexual reproduction in plants. Flower have many parts such as floral whorls, thalamus and a pedicel. Look at the diagram. Start with the pedicel. Stalk of flower is known as pedicel. Flowers with pedicel, they are called as pedicellate flower or stalk flower. In certain flowers, there is presence of pedicel. For example, hibiscus flower. It have a well-defined pedicel. In case of rose, there is well-defined pedicel and hence they are known as pedicellate flowers. Then flowers without pedicel, they are called as sessile. In case of tuberose plant, a stalk or a pedicel is absent, then hence it is called as sessile flower. Next part of flower is known as thalamus. Thalamus is also known as receptacle or torus. A solan basal part after the pedicel. Pedicel is a continuous and after that a solan basal part is there which is known as thalamus. Look at the diagram. A solan last basal part after the pedicel, it is known as thalamus. Terminal end of pedicel is swollen or expanded to form the floral axis is known as thalamus. It having 4 nodes and 3 internodes, and from each node floral whorls can be arises. Then the next part is floral whorls. Floral whorls are of 2 types. There are totally 4 floral whorls: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Out of that, they are divided into 2 parts: essential floral whorls and non-essential floral whorls on the basis of their role in the process of reproduction. Non-essential floral whorls means there is no direct role in the process of reproduction, and essential floral whorls means they play a vital role, an important role in the process of reproduction. Non-essential floral whorls are calyx and corolla, while essential floral whorls are androecium and gynoecium. Here, these are certain terms about the flowers. Then, typical flower. It consists of calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. If all these floral whorls are present in a flower, then that flower is known as complete flower. And if any floral whorl is absent, then it is known as incomplete flower. A complete flower is also known as a bisexual flower or hermaphrodite flower. Bisexual means both androecium and gynoecium, they are present in a single flower. Then it is known as bisexual flower or single flower. Then certain flowers, they are unisexual flowers. Means either they possess male reproductive organ or either they possess female reproductive organs. Then bisexual flowers means both male and female sex organs are present. We start with our first floral whorl, calyx. A unit of calyx is known as sepals. These are the outermost whole of a flower. These are generally green in color, leaf-like organs, and they protect the flower when it is in bud condition. They encloses the entire floral whorls. Calyx, it having two forms. First is gamosepalous and second is polysepalous. Gamosepalous means when sepals are united with each other. For example, hibiscus flower or China rose flower. The sepals are united with each other and they form a tubular structure. And polysepalous means sepals are free from each other. For example, in rose flower, they are separate from each other, or in case of brassica. Then few terms about the calyx. When sepals fall off as flower bud open, when flower opens, the sepals may be fall off. Then it is known as caducus. Example, argemone or poppy. Second term is when calyx survive till weathering of petals. It is known as deciduous. For example, in case of lotus or mustard. And third one is when sepals remain if even after fruit is formed. Then it is known as persistent. Example, brinjal or pea. In brinjal, you have been observed that globular or circular brinjal is there on which green leaf-like structures are there. They are known as calyx and they are remain after the fruit formation. Means there are three types of calyxes: caducous, deciduous and persistent. The next topic is function of calyx. First function is they protect the essential floral whorls from injuries. They perform the photosynthesis and they synthesize their food material. They attract the insect for pollination. In some flowers, the calyx may be hairy. In case of pappus, they helps in pollination. And such a pappus is persistent and helps in dispersal of fruits. Second floral whorl is corolla. It is also known as petals, each having attractive colors. Look at the diagram. First flower is of rose and second is datura. They having red and white color. It is the second larger floral whorl which varies in shape and size and colors. It is attractive colored and scented, and they having two forms. First one is having fused structure and second is having free structure. If they are free from each other, then they are known as polypetalous. For example, rose. Each petal is free from each other. And second, if the petals are united with each other, then it is known as gamopetalous. For example, in case of datura, look at here, each petal is united with each other, and in case of rose, they are free from each other. Then functions of corolla: attraction and scented. These are the two most important factors which helps in pollination. The gamopetalous condition, it lowers the portion which stores the nectar for the attraction of birds, which helps in pollination. When in bud condition, when flower is in bud condition, petals protect the inner organs such as stamens and carpels. Next floral whorl is there, perianth. In previously, we have learned that there are two non-essential floral whorls, calyx and corolla. Calyx is outermost green in color and corolla is the colorful part. But in some flowers, calyx and corolla, they get united, they form a single whole and it is known as perianth. Calyx and corolla morphologically similar together and it is known as perianth. and the individual member is known as tepals. Calyx is known as sepals. Corolla is known as petals. And togetherly when they are united, morphologically similar, they are known as perianth. Look at the diagram. Here a flower is there which is similar. First the light color part is with petals and they also form the sepals. Okay, and togetherly a unit, it is known as tepals. Like calyx and corolla, it have two forms, fused and free. When the tepals are in free condition, it is known as polyphylous, and when it is fused condition, it is known as gamophylous. Then next term is when tepals are green in colored, then it is known as sepaloid perianth, means it looks like sepals. And when the tepals are colored, then it is known as petaloid perianth. In previous diagram, look at the diagram, it is colorful and hence it is known as petaloid perianth. Then next topic is functions of perianth. Functions of perianth, they are similar to calyx and corolla, like protection, attraction of birds, insects for the pollination, and when it is sepaloid or when it is green in color, then it performs the photosynthesis. In this video, we have learned about the two floral whorls, calyx, corolla, and the third topic is about the perianth. Now a homework is there for all of you. You have to write down all the notes with the help of this PDF and with the help of our textbook in your notebook. Okay, thank you.